Show you a map of the area of town. We'll give you a map showing you the area you need to leave town. You don't need to get arrested, okay?
Why would I get arrested?
I'm not arguing with you.
I'm not arguing either.
Okay, section 35 is what it is, right. We'll fill it out, and then we'll go from there.
Why do
Because you've been caught for harassment or armed distress, we've been asked by a number of visitors to remove people from town who are protesting about the COVID stuff.
I'm not protesting about it. I'm just telling people what I heard on the mainstream media.
Okay, again, I'm not having a conversation.
Right, map. So this is the map that you've got to abide by once my colleague's taken down the details of that.
Right.
See, here approach all the way up there, okay? So it's a whole other centre of town. You are to leave for a minimum of 12 hours. Okay? With your
I
bag.
don't understand what have I done wrong. Can I have
Well, yes you can. As my colleague said,
I'm trying to
the
set up my
protest
own
plan today,
business.
you're clearly not offering information for a business. There's no phone number, there's no advertisement for a business,
Well,
and you're not
because
getting out flights. So,
Because at the moment, what I'm doing is trying to...
good reason to believe that you're part of the protest. You can take part today, therefore you can be directed to leave under section 35. Okay?
Okay, I can leave, but I don't want any protest. Nothing.
My friend, what's your surname?
Yeah, it's Peter.
Spell your surname to me.
Wallace.
Spell it to me.
You want the family name?
Your family name, please.
Wallace.
V-O.
Yeah. R.
Yep.
O-S.
First name. Normal spelling.
Well, hello sir, you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine, yes, thank you.
Right. Good to speak to you sir as well. Obviously we're directing people to leave today. You've been hanging around for a little bit recording what's going on.
Yeah.
Just to let you know as well, by the way, my camera's on the recording.
Yeah, that's why I'm filming,
You're
because
going
you're
to be
filming.
directed to leave for a minimum of 12 hours as well. Okay. Have you got any idea on your
I
address,
live
please?
locally.
Okay. Are you known to us at all?
Not that I'm aware of, unless you've been hanging around my house. I'm sure you've got better things to
Do you
do.
want to take out that map?
Yeah, I don't mind doing
The
that.
whole of the centre of town, okay?
That's okay. Alright, that's alright. Yeah, I live just beyond here, so that's fine.
Okay. What's yours, sir?
So just so that I get clarification on this, I'm
Yeah.
filming you as well, by the way. So
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah. Is there a law in place that you're not allowed to stand in the same spot or hang around for half an hour?
There's not a law in place for that.
Right.
However,
I'm not being
under section
pedantic, I'm
35
just trying to
No,
clarify
I
because you were
appreciate
saying I've been noticed I've been hanging around. I don't know what that means by hanging
that. Under
around.
section 35, it gives the police the powers to be able to ask someone to leave and demand them to leave for a minimum of a certain time specified. I told you to leave for 12 hours.
Okay, but on what
Because,
ground? I'm just trying to figure that out.
There was a planned protest here today, which I believe
Right.
James obviously taking part in. And
Okay.
You were standing around here filming us
Okay.
for a period of time. There was a national lockdown in place, so we're directing you to go home.
Okay. National lockdown in place doesn't mean to say I can't be outside though, right?
Well, you haven't provided me with a reason why you're out here.
Well, you haven't asked me. I'm not being funny. Because I fancy going for a walk and hanging around Bournemouth Gardens a little bit. That's
At the
all.
time that
'Cause
I've
I live in
stopped
Boscombe and Boscombe's miserable, so I come down
I
here.
appreciate that. At the time I've stopped you, you haven't been walking around, you've been filming what's going on.
I have, because I'm interested to see what's going on, because I see a lot of people in high vises, and you know, you do get a little bit startled. You can understand that. We're all a little bit
I'll read a
anxious.
little bit out to you, okay?
Please
so
go ahead.
When you're present at 1:30 today, Saturday 9th of January 2021, you were in Bournemouth Gardens when your presence in that locality was likely in all circumstances to cause or contribute to members of the public in the locality being harassed, alarmed or distressed, or any occurrence of crime or disorder. The giving of a direction under this section to you is necessary for the purpose of removing or reducing the likelihood of there being such crime or disorder in that locality during the period for which this direction has effect, or there being a repetition or continuance in that locality during that period of such crime or disorder. Okay? You are directed to leave the locality described. I've provided you with the map for a minimum of 12 hours, okay? And that is immediately. All right?
So I'd like to go back to the beginning bit of that, where it says that I'm being that I could be causing what to people?
Harassment, alarm or distress.
Have I been doing that?
I'm not accusing you directly. What I'm saying is
Okay.
there is a planned protest here today. It's going to be unauthorised. Obviously, there is a national lockdown in place. There are various shopkeepers here that are open, which have legitimate reasons to be open.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have complained about people that are hanging around in groups, and they're wondering why nothing's being done.
Shopkeepers have been complaining about me, have they?
Yeah, well, not you specifically.
Well, that's what I mean.
In general.
Well, that's fine,
Now
but-
you're being pedantic.
Well, I am, because I'm not part of any group harassing anybody. That's why I'm trying to clarify that. That's all.
Then that's all it is, okay? Alright, so you fully understand that? No, don't follow that, no. At the moment, if you follow the I'll give you coffee. There's a coffee at the back, I'll give you a coffee.
There's a lot of ambiguity around all of this. You have to understand, you know, when laws and guidelines and legislation and regulations, and
appreciate
everybody's
that.
a little bit in the dark over it, and including the police, by the way, because I have friends who are in the police. I
Have
work
you
at
got
Bournemouth
down
Football
here
Club.
today? Have you walked?
Sorry?
Have you walked down here today? Cycle, driven?
No, I've walked around, that's all. It's a footpath, everyone else is walking around. Hiya. Yeah, not too bad.
Okay, right, so, I've just got to read this out to you, okay? Breach of this direction makes you liable to arrest under section 24 post 1984 and on the summary conviction, imprisonment and or a fine not exceeding £2,500, okay?
1984 is a poignant year to do one of those laws, isn't it? Anyway, macabre sense of humour. You get to that stage when you hit your 40s. I'm sure you understand, not that you're in your 40s.
Not far off.
Well, you know, you'll know what I mean.
Right, there's your notice, my friend. I'm going to ask you to leave the area. You've got the map. Okay? Yeah, off you go. All right, thank you for your time. Carbon paper.
Okay, can I have a signature from you there, please? You're not signing for goods or anything, you're signing that I'm physically going to give you part of the ticket.
Where? Here where the cross is. Okay. Hand's a bit cold, excuse that, but it's pretty much on.
Makes sense to go home then, doesn't it?
Right, well, I'll go that way.
I'll give you part of that. Can I ask you just
Yes, that it goes the other way because there's people gathering down there. I suggest you go a different way.
Surely I can choose which way I want to walk home.
We can direct you.
You could direct me. I know where my house is. I'm not being funny. I've got the order to leave and I will leave. I'm a grown man. I've taken it on board and I will go home. Surely that can be left to me.
You can go through the gardens on the way back.
Well, I mean, I can go that way. I could walk and go that way, walk along from pier to pier. That takes me straight to Boscombe.
Go on the main road and walk around on the road without going through the gardens.
All right, so you just want me to stay out the gardens?
Yes.
Well, that's fair enough. But from there, I'll choose my own way home. Thank you very much. That's kind. Compromise. I like that. Okay. Do I need to take anything from you?
Give you part of this. So my hands are a bit cold as well.
Yeah, I understand. At least we're not living in Norway.
A bit colder up there.
A little bit. So what happens with that now then?
Nothing as long as you leave. But however, if you do breach it, your details will be recorded, and obviously you're liable to.
So if I'm in town buying a kebab tonight, then I'm in breach.
Yeah.
Right.
A minimum of 12 hours under that map.
So in person, but I can order something, can't I, or anything
You
like
can
that?
order something,
Oh, well,
yeah.
that's good. I just need to
So
clarify
the
that.
suggestion is that you go home that way, okay?
Well, I'm going home that way. Right.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very
Have a good
much.
day, all of
Take
us. Cheers. Thank you. Bye bye. Nice to meet you all. Cheers. Bye. And there you have it. So, what happens is, and I'll read that out later on. I'm going to do a video on it, but what they do is they do it under the guise of shopkeepers, shops complaining about people gathering. Well, that's a load of nonsense because nobody knew about anybody gathering anywhere, which is quite interesting. So they'll be watching me to make sure I leave, I gather, which is what they're doing. They're hanging around down there. I'll just turn my camera around just to show you. There they are down the hill there. So what they want is for me to leave the area immediately, which is what I'm doing. So I'm out the gardens. They said not to go back through the gardens, which I'm not going to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk up this road and go home this way. In fact, I'm going to go to Peter actually. There he is over there. But I mean, this is what it's got to now. It's been reported, or we've seen you hanging around the gardens. Well, hanging around the gardens, that is absolutely Peter. Hey mate, you alright? Yeah. Oh dear, oh dear. How you doing? All right.
Yeah, I'm okay.
So have you got one of those as well?
Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah, I got
ones
one as well. They're nice, aren't they?
Yeah. So I have to leave the area now.
Yeah, I've been told that as well. Which way are you going?
I can go anyway.
Well, I was told just to make sure I left the gardens.
That way?
Yeah. Should we walk this way? Yeah. Or do you want to walk that way? Which way? Should we go up this hill?
Yeah.
So they couldn't really do too much.
Yeah. I don't really understand.
There won't be anyone at the protest.
Yeah,
Only
you
about
better
20
keep.
of us.
You know, you have to keep moving because they've just stopped us and given us these.
I know nothing about.
I wouldn't go through the gardens or go to a meeting spot because they'll just pick you off.
Well, I just wondered if we could use the same sort of
I don't think anybody's going to be walking anywhere. They're on their
Do you
toes
reckon it'll
today.
warm up as we go through?
I don't think anything will happen now. And watch your backs is what I'm saying. Look behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been told to leave, so I would do the same.
But if somebody got it, you don't. Rusty's playing, you seen him, you see that?
I've seen Rusty earlier.
I said to him I was going to try and do photography with him, you know.
Yeah, I don't know where he is, to be honest with you. I don't know where anybody is.
This phone's up the street, I can't get on.
Well, everybody's dispersed. You might want to go that way and have a look down there.
I won't be going anywhere. I'll try and...
Yeah, I'll see you later. Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Hey,
Well, there we go.
I told them, look, I'm an out of work sport teacher. Third time
Yeah,
I have had the lockdown on me.
Yeah.
Third time basically I lost work.
yeah.
And I'm just telling them that the best protection is, you know, doing the exercise, keep doing the exercise.
Absolutely.
But they told me just to move on because we are not allowed to be in this area. And I can't tell people that that's the best protection for them. So anyway, I don't know.
It's crazy. I mean, I've got nothing to hide. I gave them my name and address because I wasn't committing any crime. It doesn't matter. And why would I bother starting to give false names and addresses? If they find that out, then you won't make
I
it.
was checking on the computer system. He was saying something on the computer.
Yeah, not bad. Thank you, yourself. Oh, they just wanted to have a little chat. You know what I mean? How you doing? Well, they told us to leave the gardens and not go back through.
This friend of mine wants to read.
And we have to stay away from Bournemouth for the next 12 hours. So if I want to get a kebab later on, they'll arrest you. There you go. A 200 quid kebab, eh? They will if they stop us in town later on, anything like that, then it will be arrest and then a fine of up to £2,500. So welcome to Nazi Germany. It's bad. And everybody's let it happen. Because they're all too busy watching Love Island or whatever. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video now. And I'm going to try and get hold of the person I came here with and jump in a car because it's about minus 5,000 degrees Kelvin. See you guys later. Take care. There we go. So I'll stop the video now and it's goodbye from him. There we go. Look at that. Bear that in mind.
It's not allowed to tell people to stay healthy.
That's exactly what you were doing. You were passing on a health message on your own. Not in any groups, not harassing anybody, not intimidating anybody, not committing a crime as they were all suggesting. Nothing at all, nothing
I
wrong.
explained to the police officer that I am an out of work sport basically teacher,
Yeah,
which means I had the third lockdown on me,
yeah,
and I'm trying to tell people to exercise,
of course.
make sure that they're not gonna put any extra pressure on the NHS and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But apparently you can't do this, and I have to go on social media to advertise my business and advertise any of this.
yeah.
So I don't really understand, but I was given a ticket to leave the area for 12 hours, otherwise I would be arrested.
Yes, yes. Yeah, and
Very
I joined your club on that one. Yeah, we both got one of those lovely yellow here, one of these things here, which is going straight in my bin. Right, and on that garbage note, I bid you all farewell, and we'll speak very soon because my hands are getting so cold I can hardly hold the camera, and I imagine the footage is a bit shaky. So speak to you all later. Goodbye from a very cold Bournemouth, where the reality has set in as to what's going down here in terms of carrying out the measures from the authorities, that is, carrying out the measures that have been put in place. Ludicrous isn't the word, it's just absolutely bonkers. to suggest that people on their own in a park, I know what they're insinuating about forming groups and doing a demonstration and all that sort of stuff, but the fact of the matter is, I was doing nothing wrong, Peter was doing nothing wrong, we were stood separately on our own, and I think what it was I was catching their attention by filming, and they didn't like it. Anyway, so on that note, see you all later. Some of you sooner. Ta-ra.